蚂蚁，那你知道了吧？好吧。It's egg.
I haven't.
Oh. What are you doing? I haven't seen it. Yeah. Oh. Does it need some more pressure? Oh, wow! How cool is that? Now, I'm actually going to say something that's new. So this morning, I was running a little bit late for work. I forgot my breakfast, but we've got little brown cows in milk production, so why not have some milk for breakfast? And I did. And I made a fantastic discovery. Daphne here is a very special cow because she produces her milk in not only one, but in 4 different flavours. Yep. You don't believe me? Do you guys believe me? Okay, well, Webby's going to test it out for us this morning. It's vanilla. Okay, keep going. There's more. Caramel milk. What did I tell you guys? You see? True caramel milk. It makes sense. Banana gas. We got a few. What's this last one? No. That's whiskey! Oh my goodness. Let's give Webby and Daphne a really big round of applause. We're going to take her out the bag, make sure she's milk. Now, unfortunately, that is all we've got for you guys this morning for our main arena show. But following this, we do have our Billy T and Bush Center demo at 11. And straight after that, we will have our Stockport show as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Deep tissue in there. And I think we should give her some encouragement. Let's slow clap her in for her last word.
What? You saw that? For what? Did you like those moves?
On the swivel skate? Mate, I loved it.
Really?
No! It was boring.
Alright, then you guys are gonna love this.
Hitting the top of the thunder drop again. Here it comes. Hey, disco shows your moves, brother. Spin that record. Give us the 360. Now that ramp is, well, the ramp's a 25 foot separate. But hey, Slicker, what are you doing for us today? Oh yeah, we got a tantrum right here, right now. Come on back, folks. Please make some noise to keep your core going, folks. Play around in your squeaky toys.
So good impressions.
That's right. We just leave the house. I do it. Guess what? It's dinner time. Stay in it. Oh, there's blood. There's guts going everywhere.
Wow, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
What does it even mean?
well, we'll show you what we mean. Show what we mean. Raise up. Oh, yeah. What raise up? So a little wiggly down to give us some magic. That was so good, that was... Wait, hold on, 1 second. Wait, pull it. Do you know his name? Come on, boy, man. Hey, what's his name? What's his name?
You want to know my name? It's Adam and the All-Stars.
Oh, mate, that is so lame. You guys haven't got a freestyle jumper.
Yeah, they do.
No, you don't. What are you doing? Check this out. All right, let's go. Hit it.
Yeah?
It's your daddy's what? It's the River Rat special, mate.
Yeah, what do you call that one?
I just told you what
here.
All right, tell him the right thing, tell him. Yay! That's not cool. What is wrong with you? That's a thousand, yeah, that's good. You know what else is fun? Red Hot Razor! That's the club! Hot Razor! Show us what you made of,
Double front flip. Come on, put your arms down, baby.
and the teamwork, that was a great train. Oh, 2 stories high.
This guy, what's his present? What is that? Anyway, got the right way to have your team's reporters. I'm now going to tally up the scores.
No, too soon. Too soon. We don't tally up the scores just yet because the All-Stars, gotta tell you,
Excuse me, mate. Did you just interrupt the coup de Mosque?
Well, no, actually, what I was doing is just explaining to the audience.
He's going.
You're in for a treat.
Mate, you're in big trouble. No one interrupts me. Look out. Here I come.
Slick, don't you? What are you doing? You're crazy. You really are. You're a fruit loop. Sorry, everyone. What I was trying to say before the weirdness kicked in. What's going on? Too much sun for you. Yeah. Okay. We do have a treat store for you guys. Ignore what's happening.
What even was that? That is what you get for interrupting the coup de Mosque, mate. You're just lucky that I'm helping Harold the snake is not balanced. He's a hand stuck, buddy. Anyway, it was on. The score.
Yeah, no, there's no telling up. As I've been trying to say to everyone, guys, the All-Stars, we ain't done yet! Amber, you are up! Guys, over to the left-hand Jenny. Here comes Amber. Now, if you look very closely, she is not wearing any skis. No skis here. Into the water, you're in for a treat, guys. Alright, Chief, pick up the speed here. Now, Amber's going to get herself out of the wake of the boat. Standing up on her bare feet, folks. Here she goes. She's up. Amber is flying! At 70 kilometers an hour. All the G's, none of the skis, bringing her right back to the beach and onto the stage. Barefooting, world-class style. Everybody, will you go crazy forever? Nice work. It's all so good.
What do you want? Hey, a double hot board. She wants to be a river rat. Yes, Amber. Welcome to the
Nice work, Slay. Amber! Oh, look at their sad faces. Gotta tell you, everyone, after all that all-star action we just saw, Amber, that was amazing. 70 kilometers an hour. I think you river rats are all out of aces. Whoa.
Slow down there, blue pants.
Good one.
Us river rats, we still got an ace up our sleeve.
What? Yeah. Whoa. Sliding out there. Blue pants. Hey, guess what? We still got one more race up our sleeve, buddy. Yeah. One more. Wait, do we?
So much good to do.
That's a great idea! Let's bring out the clowns again! Come on, let's bring out Philip. He's useless! What is it? All-Stars! Disco! What's that? What is that?
Down here? We're doing Christmas carols this year. Is our dance to it? Here comes Santa.
No, not this. What is that?
Oh, that, come here, mate. I'll tell you. Get this. It's an invention. Have a truck.
Okay.
Have a truck.
Yep.
I call Hey, look, there's one for the Tulsa commercial.
Yeah, all right here.
What do you want?
Listen, I've got one thing to say to you. Yeah? That. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen!
No way! You know it! Twin flamethrowers! Oh, snap! Come on, man! Come on! Don't turn your head! Everybody! All you want to do is let's hear it! Here we go! Everybody in the top shelf! Magic! Over the
Gold Coast, you guys have been an awesome audience for us this afternoon. We are the Thunder Lake Stunt Team, and we'll catch all of you out on the water. See you later. Okay, everybody, thanks again for being here today. Just wanted to let you know that it's a beautiful day and you're a beautiful bunch of people. We, the entire stunt team, will be back down on stage in just a few minutes' time. If any of you would like to come down and say hello, get a photograph taken, we'd love to meet you. All you need to do is make your way to the centre aisle here. Now it takes power, poise, strength, of course with grace and style, all on one ski and all on one leg. Ladies, you are rocking it!
We have Tiana on the pontoon, And down the front, we have Joe and Chantel. Now we're going to introduce you to the real stars, our beautiful dolphins. So the 5 girls that we have in this lagoon. So down here at the front with Courtney, it looks like we have Tallulah here on our left. Then we have Melody, Zipper, and over there is Kyra. Give them a nice big clap. Now over the far side is Hallie. And what Tiana is doing right now with Hallie is a really important part of our day working with the dolphins, and that is training the dolphins to do husbandry behaviours. And husbandry behaviours are all those behaviours like if you had a dog and you had to take your dog to the vet, the dogs probably don't also much enjoy getting needles and getting poked and prodded, and the dolphins, they are no different. So it's important that in their day we do a lot of training to desensitise the dolphins for them to receive things such as ultrasounds, full body health checks. We can put our hands in their mouth, touch their teeth, touch their tongue. We do eye presents, we check their eyes, we run our hands all over their body, feeling if they've got any bumps, bruises, any fresh scratches. But they also do allow us to put a little needle into them. So one way you can take a blood sample from a dolphin is by having their tail fluke in your hand, and there's a series of veins that run along the tail fluke, and we can actually train the dolphins to allow us to put a small little needle into their tail, and then that way we can take a blood sample and it really tells us a lot about the animal's health. So that is really the most important training that we do here with our dolphins, is what we call husbandry behaviours. They'll also allow us to put a little needle into their side, and that is for a vaccination. So the pet owners here, you know that your dogs or your cats need vaccinations at certain times throughout the year, and the dolphins are no different. So they receive a vaccination. And the way we will do that is we will basically ask the dolphin to slide right up onto the beach so that their side of their body is exposed for our vet team. The vet team will come down, they'll clean the area with a small needle, come in, and they'll inject the vaccine into the dolphin's muscle. And it takes a lot of training and trust to allow the dolphins to allow the vet team to do that. So the dolphin, all the staff that are working with the dolphins are communicating to the dolphins all with hand signals. So you can see that if we're asking them to do something, we'll be showing them sign language. Alright, so always using sign signals to communicate with the dolphins. We also use a special tool to call the dolphins over, and this little quickie tool that I've got, we shake that around underwater, and the dolphins hear that clicking sound and they know to come to where that sound has come from. Okay? So the whistle that we're using, people might say, hey, why do you use a whistle? And the whistle is simply used to just let the dolphins know that they've done everything 100% correct. So when we're blowing that, that's just saying good job to the dolphin. So let's say, for example, we ask the dolphins to go out and do a jump out into the middle of the lagoon. The way we say well done is right at the peak of the jump. We'll be saying very good, and we need to do this a special way because they don't understand what we're saying. So that's where we will blow the whistle. So Courtney blew the whistle there when the dolphins were at that peak of the bow, and that's just saying very good, excellent job. Give the dolphins a really big clap, they're doing a good job so far. Now the dolphins, they eat a lot of fish. We come in the morning, they all have their own individual bucket that we weigh up, and they all have their own diet. So on average, the dolphins this time of year are eating around about 7.5 kilograms of fish per day. But in the winter, they'll be eating even more, alright, to deal with the cooler waters. And in the summer, a little bit less, alright. And all the fish that's broken up is broken up into different nutritional content. So you can have real fatty fish and you can have real light fish. So that's all broken up. And then throughout the day we come out and we do a lot of these training sessions. Now, the girls in this lagoon, alright, we have, as I said, 5 girls. We also have 6 other dolphins that live in this area. They're right over the far side. Currently we have them in 2 teams of 3 over there, and they're our ratbag boys. Alright, all the boys are over there. Now we do have the males and the females together at times, but at the moment the girls are just having some good time away from those ratbag boys. So we have a team of 5 girls here, and we have in total 6 boys over there. But throughout the year they do spend time together, but right now they're just having a bit of a break. Guys, we're coming to the end of this morning's presentation. We'll be doing another one at 2 o'clock today and our final one at 3:45. Each session is a little bit different. So if you do want to come in and learn a little bit more about our dolphins, please come on in. Give the dolphins a big wave. Goodbye. Thanks so much for hanging out, everyone. And we'll see you again at 2. Thank you, team.
Đi căng lạ nó cả hạ xuống. Đi căng hạ xuống.
By saying to him, "Hey Austin, would you like to lay down and roll on over?" Here you can see that was completely voluntary and a yes from Boston. And from here, we're able to perform things like voluntary ultrasounds, maybe even x-rays. For someone like Boston, we'd probably find a whole lot of fish in that belly, but if it was a pregnant female, we might find the growth of a pup, which is incredibly lucky for us to be able to make sure that we are keeping track at all times of what's going on inside that belly of theirs. And you have something to say too. Interesting. What is it? Olive.
Yeah, these seals don't want to let you finish the sentence.
Yeah, look, they have something else on their agenda. Austin is incredible. He can move his body in so many different ways, incredibly agile, and he loves to demonstrate it. But I have 2 left flippers. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I'm pretty sure that Boston's wanting to try out some of those new dance moves of his, but like you said, Tiana's a little bit nervous that she might need some encouragement. Do we want to see a seal and a trainer dance together, everyone? Can we try it again, everyone? Take it away, DK. Now, sadly, with the